Hello and welcome to another edition of Autocar India's Quick News, your weekly roundup of everything new in the automotive industry. Before we get started, a quick reminder to subscribe to the Autocar India channel and hit that bell icon to be notified of all the new and exciting videos coming out. We kick things off with Volvo. Volvo India has launched its new entry-level EV, the EX30 SUV, priced at Rs 39.99 lakh for bookings made before October 19. It will cost Rs 41 lakh thereafter. Unlike the model abroad, which gets two battery options, the India spec EX3 has just the larger 69 kWh unit with a WLTP range of 480 km. Power comes from a rear-mounted motor producing 272 horsepower and 343 Nm, enabling a 0 to 100 time of 5.3 seconds with a top speed capped at 180 kph. It also gets one pedal driving that lets you come to a halt without using the brakes. The EX30 carries Volvo's familiar family look with a closed-off grille and Thor's hammer LED headlights with active high beam assist. Compared to the EX40, it's more crossover-like, sitting on standard 19-inch aero wheels with 5 color options. Practicality includes a 318-litre boot, expandable via folding seats, plus a 7-litre frunk. Inside, the EX30 mirrors its larger siblings with a clean layout centered around a 12.3-inch Google integrated touchscreen. It gets Nordica upholstery, a 3-spoke steering, Harman Kardon audio, powered seats, a panoramic sunroof and wireless charging. Safety kit is equally comprehensive with 7 airbags, a 360-degree camera, blind spot monitor and level 2 ADAS features like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist and autonomous emergency braking. Bharat NCAP has announced that the Maruti Suzuki Invicto MPV has achieved a full 5-star rating in its safety tests. The Invicto scored 14.43 out of 16 in the frontal offset deformable barrier test and 16 out of 16 in the side movable deformable barrier test. Minor deductions were made for adequate protection to the driver and passenger's chest areas and the driver's shin, giving an overall AOP of 30.43 out of 32. It also received an OK rating in the side pole impact test. Its badge-engineered sibling, the Toyota Innova Hycross, scored slightly higher at 30.47 out of 32. The Invicto and Innova Hycross achieved identical child occupant protection scores of 45 out of 49. Both scored full marks in the dynamic test and CRS installation test, but earned 9 out of 13 in the vehicle assessment test. The 18-month-old and 3-year-old child dummies were tested in rearward-facing seats using ISOFIX anchors and support legs. While ISOFIX is standard on the outboard rear seats, neither MPV offers an integrated child restraint system. All variants of the Maruti Invicto come with 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, rear disc brakes, a tire pressure monitoring system, an electronic parking brake with auto hold function, 3-point seatbelts for all passengers and a 360-degree camera as standard. Renault has launched a special 10th anniversary edition of the Kwid with prices starting at Rs 5.15 lakh ex-showroom. The Kwid 10th anniversary edition is limited to 500 units and is based on the mid-spec Techno trim. It comes in 2 dual-tone shades, fiery red with a black roof and a new shadow grey with a black roof, and features a yellow grille accent, updated door and C-pillar decals and new gloss black flexi wheels. Inside, the Kwid 10th anniversary edition features a leather-wrapped steering wheel with yellow contrast stitching, yellow accents around the infotainment screen, seats and door pads, plus 10th anniversary logos on the front headrest. Additional touches include puddle lamps and illuminated scuff plates. The Kwid remains mechanically unchanged, powered by a 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol which produces 68 horsepower and 91 Nm of torque. Moving on to two-wheeler news, Ultraviolette has unveiled the X47 crossover, an adventure tourer based on the X concept from EICMA 2024 at Rs 2.49 lakh. The price rises to Rs 2.74 lakh after the first 1,000 bookings. The X47 comes with radar-based HyperSense technology, a first at this price point. It gets a rear-facing radar that tracks vehicles up to 200 meters away and alerts the rider to blind spot hazards and fast approaching traffic. Rear collision detection activates hazard lamps and cluster warnings if required. The bike also features a dual-camera dashcam setup with a secondary display above the 5-inch THD cluster. Connectivity comes via an onboard eSIM, enabling ride stats, theft alerts, and remote tracking. Rider aids include 3 levels of traction control, dual channel ABS, and dynamic stability control. The X47 will be offered with 2 battery options, a 7.1 kWh pack with a 211 IDC range and a 10.3 kWh unit providing 323 km of IDC range. The top-end model delivers 40.2 horsepower and 100 Nm for a 0 to 100 time of 8.1 seconds and a top speed of 145 kph. Suspension duties are handled by a 41 mm USD front fork and a rear monoshock with 170 mm of wheel travel. Braking is handled by bi-brake discs, 320 mm at the front and 230 mm at the rear. The bike also gets a new chassis with a cast aluminium subframe and a narrower swing arm than the F77. Deliveries are set to begin in October. Hero MotoCorp has launched the 110cc version of its Destini scooter. The Destini 110 comes in 2 variants, the VX priced at ₹72,000 and the ZX costing ₹79,000. The ZX gets a front disc brake and pillion's backrest, while both variants share an LCD dash, DRL and projector headlight. The Destini features a neo-retro design with chrome accents similar to the Destini 125. Powering it is a 110cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine that produces 8.1 horsepower and 8.8 Nm. And finally, the VLF Mobster has been launched in India at ₹1.30 lakh. VLF or Velocifero is an Italian-origin brand manufactured in China and retailed locally by Kolhapur-based Moto House. The Mobster features Italjet-inspired design cues, including low-mounted headlights, and it rides on 12-inch wheels. Suspension is via a telescopic fork front and dual gas-charged rear shocks, while braking comes from a 230 mm front disc and 220 mm rear disc. The scooter comes with switchable dual-channel ABS and traction control. Other features include a 5-inch TFT display with Bluetooth, keyless ignition, and an optional dashcam. It is powered by a 125cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine that develops 12.1 horsepower and 11.7 Nm, making it India's smallest capacity scooter with liquid cooling. Motor House currently has 12 dealerships in India with plans to add 10 more soon. And that's a wrap for quick news this week. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.